friends. How is everybody today? I know that Cheryl is just finishing up, so I'm going to go ahead and get myself pulled up so I can see everybody as they're hopping on. I hope you all are enjoying this event. Good morning. Okay, perfect. Now I can see you. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Okay, I see we have a few people coming on. Good morning, sweet Kathy. You got everything all figured out with the internet? Did you guys have storms or something that was shutting it off? In today's world, we cannot be without Wi-Fi. That is for sure. Good morning, sweet Norma. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Denny. How are you? Good morning, Marie. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing, girlfriend? I'm doing great. I got my coffee. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning, Ruth. You guys, there's been a lot of cute crafts I was watching as I was getting ready. Good morning, Roxanne. Hi, Bonnie. Come on in, guys. I'm gonna make something. I think it's really cute. Of course, I had to do my research. If anybody saw my post last night, I spent I couldn't get inspired for this craft like at all. So I finally saw something, and the only thing I took from it was a heart and a tag. The rest I did completely different. No, we just lost it. Oh, darn it. Good, Kathy. I'm glad you're doing good. So yeah, I waited until last night to decide what I'm doing because that is just how I roll. It's how I roll. Thanks for sending it to the crew. Hello, Lisette. Hi, Tarita. Hi, Evelyn. Did I miss anybody? Lori, hi. Hello, Sunshine. I wish we had sunshine. Good morning, sweet Shelly. How are you? Good morning, Gina. Bonnie, I think I already said hi to you too. Hi, Tammy. Okay, so you guys, this is the Love event, and it's hosted by our sweet friend Tammy at Crafty Peep. If you're not following, oh my goodness, Brittany, good morning, stranger. If you're not following Tammy at Crafty Peep, she's trying to get to 15,000. So go give her a follower. Did I just say follower? She hosts many great events. She is a Craft Around the Clock sister. And hi, Regina. Thank you for putting your name, honey. She does a lot of great events, and she's just an all-in-all great person. So if you're not following her, give her a follow. Follow all of us that are on today. We appreciate it. If you don't like us, all you have to do is hit unfollow. It's that easy. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Mel, good morning, friend. Christina, how are you, my friend? Okay, guys, so here's my little project. And like I said, I was inspired by something on Pinterest, but it was very, I don't want to say Victorian-ish, but very, I don't know, it was just different. They had like the French writing all over and decoupaged on, and I just took it my way. Hi, Melissa. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Marcia. It's shiny here, makes me happy. Listen, it is so gray. Oh, thank you, Linda. You guys, I'm going to get my hair done. I don't get all over color. I'm a natural blonde, but it's like mousy looking the older I get. So I get highlights and lowlights. And I think I'm getting it cut this time because I'm getting tired of it. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Diana. Oh, wait. Diane, sorry, my mom was Diana, and she was very adamant about the A on the end, so it just comes out. Hi, Stephanie. So what I did, I have everything laid out because I'll forget. I'm just goofy like that. So I went out and I cut a tag. It's just about 9 inches long, and it's made out of a 1x6, so it's not quite 6 inches wide. And then I drilled the hole in it. And you guys, I rusted a bunch of stuff last night. I was so excited because I haven't done it for a while. Hi, Cheryl. Your project was very cute. I can't wait to see the final picture of it because I had to get off to come set up. Hi, Pam. So I went out, or I rested some safety pins and some washers, and look at that rusty goodness. I don't know if anybody is interested in rusting metal, but I found this like well, before I started my page back in July, I did a whole bunch of like wire and safety pins and thumbtacks and stuff like that. But all it is, I do, depending on how much you're doing, I did a cup of peroxide, just regular peroxide that everybody probably has in their closet, and like 2 tablespoons of vinegar and like 2 to 3 teaspoons of salt, and I just eyeball it. I don't measure, but you just let it set and set. And I let mine set overnight, and I woke up this morning to this frothy, rusty goodness. But yeah, look how good it turned out. That was a shiny washer, you know, that you get at the hardware store, and now it's all gorgeous. Hi, Debbie. That is yummy. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Jody. Hi, sweet Debbie. Hi, Nora. Thank you for sprinkling. Yes, you guys, Mr. FB is messing with me. You guys know I hit my 10,000. I was excited about monetization. Well, I don't have my numbers or my watched minutes. You need 600,000. So I was working on that, and I got real close. Like I flew 40% real fast. But then I got to 96, and then I got to 97% of the way there. Then the next day I'm back down to 96. And the next day I'm up to 97. The next day I'm back down to 96. Like it's crazy. So sprinkle me out, watch my replays, help a sister out, because for some reason they don't want me to get to monetization. It's unbelievable. Peroxide vinegar to cover what I'm rusting, and just pour, that's, yeah, it's that easy. And I just did it in an old, like a Rubbermaid container. Okay, so we're gonna take this tag, and I'm gonna take my burnt umber from Apple Barrel, and I'm gonna put it on with a wipey. No, I don't want to request Jody, sorry. Good morning, Sue Ellen. Oh, look how ratchet my paint bottle is. You guys, we treat our craft supplies like we're a bunch of heathens, don't we? My paint bottles are horrible. Horrible. So I am going to do the front and the back of this, because I think that once everything is, you know, put onto here, it's going to be easier to just have it all done. And we have an hour. So I'm used to 45 minutes. So an hour seems like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do for an hour? You guys, she has an amazing lineup of creators in this event today. You really outdid yourself today, Tam. What did I use? What did I use? What did you say? Good morning. Uh-oh. Hi, Connie. Yes, Connie, it is. I Googled back when I wanted to do it. Yes, it's ridiculous. Like, they won't let me get to my 600,000 minutes. It's taken me as long to get 4% as it did to get 60%. I just don't understand it. But it is what it is. We'll just roll with it. Connie, I Googled how to rest metals, and I found Linda at Faith Chick 777 on YouTube, and that's just the recipe I use. And it's so easy. You just put it there and you let it set. You just lost all your comments. That's probably because I'm talking about how they're doing me dirty, so they had to shut some comments off. That's okay. I'll get there. It's not in my timing. It's in God's timing, right? I'll get there. I've made it this far. Good morning, Betsy. How are you? For those of you just coming on, I cut out a tag just out of 1x6 pine. And our theme is love. So it can be like anything, Valentine's Day, anniversary, and remembrance, anything like that. So I was doing my research on Pinterest, and I started thinking, My mom and dad have both, my mom's been passed away since August 6th of 2004. And my dad's been gone about 8 years. And the 11th of this month is my mom's birthday. So that's her heavenly birthday. And then their anniversary is Valentine's Day. So I started thinking, well, what can I do to honor them? Well, then the hearts just came, I don't know. I don't know. This kind of has special meaning to me because to all of you looking at it, it probably isn't going to look like any kind of remembrance. But I know why I'm making it, and it's in remembrance of my mama and my papa. Okay, I have time to drink coffee today, so I don't have to drink it cold, right? So here we go. Here's our little tag. Got the fuzzies from the baby wipe. There's our tag. And we're gonna dry this because then I'm gonna chippy it, but I'm not gonna chippy it like a ton. No, Tamara, it's not. Good morning. But it's like, I was thinking the other day, like my mom's been gone so long. It's hard to like remember. And that was, she passed right whenever, you know, it was the dial-up internet and the cell phones were kind of like as big as your foot. And like, I wish I had, like with my dad, I have voicemails. Like I can still listen to his voice. I don't really have, like I hardly remember what my mom sounded like. Unless I say something and then I think to myself, oh my gosh, you sounded just like your mother. Hi Trish, how are you? So I don't know. So, you know, February's kind of their month and always has been. So that's what this is. Hi Nora, how are you? Beth, when, Mel, what are we asking? When what? Oh yeah, Tamara, it never stops hurting. It gets a little bit easier, but it still hurts. What did I put in my rust mixture? I had a little square, and I'm telling you what I used only because you got to make sure your metals are covered. So it depends on how much you're doing. I had just a little square Rubbermaid container, you know, like the sandwich size ones. And I just put in some washers and some safety pins. And I used, hi Lindy, sweet friend. Oh goodness, Kathy. And I put, it's funny, Tamara, because I catch myself, I'm like, ugh, stop it. I put, I don't measure. I put about a cup of peroxide, just your regular peroxide you keep in your medicine cabinet. And she says about 2 tablespoons of just white vinegar. So I eyeballed that. And I let that set for just a few minutes. I did the dishes, I let that set. And then I added, I don't know, she says like 2 to 3 teaspoons of salt. And I have the pink Himalayan salt, but back when I did it last year, I had the iodized salt, and they both worked. And then I let it set for a while, and I woke up this morning, it was all nice and frothy on top. Oh, you used a baggie, Kathy? Okay, that's a good idea, because if I didn't, hi Lisa Ann, I was glad I had a container, because my husband takes those to work, and you know, when you heat stuff up in them, they get kind of ugly. So I was happy to let that one go. So we're just gonna dry this and then we're gonna, hi Shanna, how are you? I know, Connie, I love it. Except when I do listen to it, I cry, so I stop. Oh, Debbie, that's awesome. Oh, Mom died in 2000, it's awful. I know, it's never easy. 2017, that's when I lost my dad. No, 2016, I'm sorry. It was 9/7/16. My husband and I got married in 2016 too. And he was already passed away, but he did get to meet Sam, because Sam and I have only known each other since 2014. And so since my dad was passed away, my uncle was still living at that time, and he asked my uncle, because my uncle was always like my second father, he asked my uncle for his permission to marry me. And you have to know my family. We're all kind of like sarcastic and we're pickers. You know, we pick at people. We're all ornery. My uncle's like, I don't give a... If you want to marry her, that's your problem. And he started laughing. Oh, Priscilla? Oh, I love your name. I know, Lindy. I have his voicemails, but I would really love to have my mom's. I just miss her voice. But anywho, here we go. We got the tag. It's staying. Look at that one corner. Must be something in the wood that didn't take the stain, but I'm liking that. And look how it took on the back. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. This is not pine. I lied. This is not a 1x6. This is a piece of wood that my son-in-law brought home from a job. They were going to throw all these big scrap pieces of wood, so he brought them home to me. And I realized that when I saw that. So it's some kind of what? Pressed board, or I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it's what we're using today. Hi, Angela. I was just telling them the story of when Sam asked Uncle Art if he minded if he married me, and what Uncle Art said. Angela, Purple Lily's my cousin, and that was her dad that said that, my uncle. Okay, so I'm going to take just an old piece of candle wax. I just broke apart an old pillar candle that I had. Plywood. That's it, Tracy. Thank you. And I'm not going to go all over all of it. I usually really like it all chippy. But today, I'm just going to go some spots. And I'm just doing the front. I'm not doing the back. Tracy, I promise I know what plywood is. I just, you know, when you get live, you can't remember anything. Oh, goodness, Glow. That's horrible. Hi, Sherry. I know, I like the variation like that too. It looks awesome like that. So I'm just gonna go lightly in here, and I went heavier on the edges. Now I'm gonna take my folk art chalk paint and cottage white. Words are hard. They're never my friend when I'm in front of this with my tripod on in front of my phone. Oh, Stephanie, it's awful, isn't it? I mean, I know a lot of things, but when I'm live, I don't know anything. I'm just trying to clean up some of that wax because it's quite crumbly. Quite crumbly. Yeah, thank God all of our friends have us when we're live, because we're like, what is my name? So then I was going to use these hearts, some of these hearts. I hadn't decided which ones, but my sweet friend Lori Bumgart sent me a couple packages of them. And then when I was in the shower, I remembered, and I like the primitive rustic style, I remembered that Anita from 4N Designs had sent me these ones. So I'm going to use the wonky hearts because I like wonky. Good morning, Phyllis. Cheers. I got my cup of coffee too, girl. Thanks, Judy. I think I got it from Cotton Chaos. I ordered a bunch of sweatshirts from them. Yes, I love the wonky hearts. Aren't they cute, Tamara? And I had 3, and I really only wanted to do 2 for my mom and dad, but I know the rule. I know the rules, and it's got to be odd number. So I'm going to follow the rules today, ladies. Did you, Sarah? I learned it, like, it's been around for years, but it's really been I have a hair in my face. It's really been popular around the community that I watch all the time, so I'm just going with it. Okay, so I'm just taking a chippy brush, a 1-inch chippy brush. Hi, Diane. I'm telling you guys, I feel like I have a hair stuck to my face. I hate that feeling. And I'm just going to go over it. I'm not trying to get total coverage. I do want to have coverage where the wax is because we're going to scrape that off. Oh, there's the hair. It was from a paintbrush. I think. Guess I shouldn't speak to. Good morning. Who just said that? Good morning, Rhonda. Thanks, Sherry. I know I had made an order with her, and she always sends some little things with you if you're a repeat customer. So I was very pleased to see the hearts. And then, of course, in true crafter fashion, I forgot about them. And then when I was cleaning, trying to get my Christmas stuff out and organize a little bit, I found them. Well, then I forgot about them again. And then while I was in the shower, I remembered them. So I switched gears a little bit. I'm not going over the sides, you guys. I'm going to keep it just the way it is. And that's all I'm going to do. Just a quick little, like that. Not trying to go for a complete cover. And then we're going to dry it and talk. How about that? The chippy brush, you know what? I ordered a whole pack of them. It's called Bates Choice. I got a whole pack of them on Amazon. They were very inexpensive, and I love them. So I put a few out, and then I'll put more out later. You love me bunches? I love you too, Angela. You guys, side note, I don't even talk about sad things, but those of you who follow me know my aunt passed away a few weeks back. Well, then my cousin was diagnosed with esophageal cancer right before she passed away. We took her to Cleveland Clinic a couple weeks back. We were there all day, 14 hours to get her admitted. They don't think that cancer has spread. So praise God. They don't think it's spread. They think it's just in her, just at the base of her esophagus, there's a tumor. Now, there is a large lymph node that's swollen. They don't feel like that's cancer, but they're going to do a biopsy to double check. So please add her to your prayer list. Her name is Dawn, D-A-W-N, and let's just pray that they found it quick enough. So now I'm just taking an old scraper. I don't even know. It was in my husband's stuff or my stuff. I don't even know. But I'm just scraping. And this plywood, I guess maybe I should try this way. All you're doing is just making it chippy and weathered. That's it. I tried it with my bigger scraper because I thought maybe that would work better, but it's from Dollar Tree, so it bent. Linda, hey girlfriend, I'm glad you caught me live. If you're not on my Telegram, I do have Telegram. It's featured in the top of my page. And probably 85% of the time I remember to do it. Come on, I'm not trying for perfection here. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Shelly. Yeah, listen, I have faith. I really do. We've gotten great news so far, so I'm going to go with that. And my cousin Angela, the purple lily, she's the oldest of my cousins, so she's kind of been left dealing with all of this, so I need to pray for some strength for her. She's got a lot going on now. She's the big one of the bunch. Sometimes it stinks to be the oldest, doesn't it, Angela? I was never the oldest, but I was the only girl. And you know, girls are the ones that usually get things done. So it was just as bad. Thank you, Mama Bev. I didn't even see you on here. I can't wait to meet you. Mama Bev, we're about to have some coffee. I'm so excited for this trip to Texas. Good morning, Donna. I'm in Ohio too, my friend. Thank you, Betsy. Okay, I think I'm good with this. I wanted some, not too much. Some of this I'm digging into the wood. Oh, there we go. That's nice. So once you do the candle thing, you can do as much or as little as you want. There's no rules. You're the boss of your craft sometimes. Sometimes your craft tells you what you want. what it wants. Thank you for sprinkling. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you all for the prayers, for sprinkling, for sharing, or for following, all the things. On this wood, you almost have to go sideways because of the grain. I'm used to pine where you don't have to. Okay, so here we go. Looks good, huh, guys? I don't even know. I didn't even know who I'm following you. Oh, good. Me too. Get ready for a squeeze. Oh, I know. I can't wait, Kathy. Hi, Kim from PA. Joan, how are you, my girl? Oh, I'm so glad you guys are all on here with me. I love seeing all your names. Hi, Jody. You grew up in Ohio. I'm in Northeast Ohio, up by the Youngstown area, by Youngstown State University. This is a mess, you guys. Oh, so you get it, but from all ends, Michelle. The oldest one, the more responsible one. Okay, I'm just gonna let that be a little ugly because we need to move forward. We've got 35 minutes. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you. Hi, Patty. I didn't see you either, my girl. Okay, so this is done and this is done. Let's get that out of the way. Nope, I need this. So with the hearts, you guys, I've been on a neutral kick. I don't like a whole lot of color anyway, but I'm doing great, thanks. I've really been on the neutral kick. So I'm just taking these laser cut hearts and I'm gonna wipe them with the baby wipe. And I have my coffee grunged, coffee stained cheesecloth. I have my coffee grunged and baked fabric, because once you bake, there's no going back. I'm telling you. You guys have to bake your fabric. Try it. It's amazing. Hi, Kamiri. How are you? Back to bed. What's wrong, Sherry? You sick? Take care, my friend. Hi, Miss Mary. Oh, in Dayton. It's a few hours away, but we're in Ohio. I do not have a laser cutter. I don't really use a whole lot of laser cut items. That's one thing I'm just not interested in doing. Anything that I need, I order from Anita at 4N Designs. I'll tell you, I'd like to get one because that's like the rage. All these people are doing it and people are buying it. It's just not my thing. So see, look how pretty. Just a little bit of the paint. Just brush it on or just wipe it on with your baby wipe. I like chunky wood. Brenda, I always mix it up. Brenda, anyway, I'm glad you're here. I've missed you, girl. Zena, how are you, my friend? You guys, I noticed, and I don't mean to sound any type of way to anybody, but you know how Mr. FB is being wonky with everything? Check and make sure you're following your people that you want to follow, because I know there's a lot of girls that have been following me from the very beginning and still watch my lives and comment on my stuff, but you're no longer following me. So they're playing games. Like, I could see if they just didn't want to watch me anymore, but they still watch me and they're still commenting on all my posts and everything, but they're no longer following me. And I think that, you know, I've heard a lot of creators say that a lot of their people, somehow they unfollowed them and we think it's just a FB thing. So check your people, the ones that you like to watch, and give them a follow, because sometimes they make you lose us. Now listen, I know that not everybody's going to follow me forever, but when I looked in my creator studio, I lost 150 people in 30 days, and I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Not when I'm growing. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. So just take a second and make sure you're still following the people that you like to watch. Turn your notifications on. Oh, okay, Brenda. That's okay, girl. I just miss seeing your name. I understand that people got to work. It's nice that you're watching from work, though. Getting paid to watch me, huh? And you know what else about this laser cut wood? I know this is weird, but I love the smell of wood. Like heating this up, drying it, it smells amazing to me. Yeah, Trish, it is Facebook. I know. And probably the people that I remembered to even look, and I just remembered names, I'm like, there's no way they unfollowed me. They've been with me from the beginning. They still watch me. They still comment on all my posts. Thanks, Shanna. Thank you, Edie. I appreciate that. So I know it's just a Facebook thing. I mean, heck, at one point not too long ago, I've been following Sarah at Booksy and Buttons for almost a year, but I didn't follow her anymore, and I didn't do it. Okay, so what we're going to do... Uh-oh, Norma, what'd you do? Do you cut material strips before? I do. I do because typically what I do, I don't work with fabric a whole lot other than bows. So I tear them in strips, girl. And this, my admin, Lisette, she's the one, because I'm like, I love your bows. How do you get them to look like that? I just tear them in strips. This is a flour sack towel from Dollar Tree. I just tore them all in strips. I dunk them a little bit at a time into the coffee grunge, and then I just wring them out and say, this is my cookie sheet with my parchment paper on it. I just do this. It kind of just looks like a bunch of bacon on there. And then I put it at 275. I set the timer for like 8 minutes the first time, and then say this is it. I just go in and I just flip them so that they're not all wadded up, you know, so they'll dry equally. I set it for another 5 minutes, and then depending on the feel of them is how I set the timer for the next, you know, baking time. And then I just keep going in there and doing this. That's all I do. Just that easy. And they make, I don't know, it just makes your bows look so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take this cheesecloth. Again, this is from my friend Lori from Bumgart. This is just coffee stained. I did not bake it. I coffee stained it overnight with just some strong coffee. And I hung it over my shower curtain rod to dry because my bathroom gets real warm when you shut the door. And that's all I did here. And I just want to kind of... Oh, thanks, Roxanne. Listen, I just put it in a bun. I was hoping it would stay. I can't wait to get it cut. Really, I can't. And I'm just going to pull it kind of wonky. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just kind of want it diagonal. Because I'm going to put a little tag down here. And I'm going to put a bow up here. So, I know you guys probably think this isn't big enough for a bow. But we're doing a bow, ladies. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. You just avocado and coffee dyed yesterday? Avocado? What? What are you talking about? I've never heard of that. That sounds amazing. Avocado? Thanks, Joan. Did you mean to put avocado, Edie? I'm so intrigued. Don't leave me hanging, girlfriend. Norma, you can message me, honey. I always answer my messages. If you guys have questions after my lives, or if you just are rummaging through the page and you see things, you can always message me. I always answer them. You can print out a page and use what scrapbook paper? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So now I'm going to gather this a little bit. Boil the pit, makes it pink. What? I have never heard of that. And you know what's really funny is I have an avocado in my refrigerator that I need to get rid of. Thank you for sprinkling, Betsy. Betsy's another Ohio girl. Boy, that stuff has a strong odor to it. Yeah, I've never heard of that. all the lives and YouTube videos and stuff and Pinterest that I look at and watch, like, I've never heard of the avocado. That is very interesting. That candle wax is just kind of messy, guys. It's getting all over the back of my tag. And I don't mind it, but I don't want it to be all smeared with white. Northeast Ohio in the house. Whoop, whoop. That's where I am too. We'll have to meet up someday, Betsy. Have lunch. Roxanne, are you serious? Jackie, I am. Actually, my daughters, both of my kids, not just my daughter, both of my kids, their family lives in East Palestine. In fact, they called their grandfather the other day to see if he was evacuating, and he's like, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, they have a bunch of family members. Work mouth. They have a bunch of family members down there. You're in Southeast Ohio, Tammy? Are you really? I didn't know you were in Ohio. Yeah, I'm up northeast. I'm near the Youngstown area by Youngstown State University. But yeah, I'm about 20 miles from where that explosion is. Okay, guys, so we got that on there, and I'm just going to place the hearts just wonky, okay? Just wonky. I'm not a girl who likes things to be symmetrical or anything. We're going wonky. And I'm going to glue those on there. We're going to put our tag here and our pretty bow here. But yes, they were actually able to do that controlled release successfully yesterday. Thank God, because how scary is that? Hi, Deborah. Yeah, that's crazy. And where that happened is where my ex-father-in-law, right beside where he worked for many, many, many years. I know exactly where the gas station is that the train derailed and like got into. Well, hello, Andrina. How are you? Hi, Renee. My friends, Lee Lexi Creation and She Shed Crafting with Renee. Those are some more good ones you guys need to go follow. Willy wonky or just wonky? Sometimes a little willy, sometimes just wonky. Thank you, Steph. Okay, so we just have that so far. Wonky, wonky, wonky. I'm actually gonna put my, and this is just baked homespun black and tan, and I just ripped a little piece off. Putting that down in the corner. I know black isn't really like for love or anything, but that is, I'm keeping this, I think, and I like the black and tan, so I feel like I'm talking about a cigar when I say black and tan. You know, the Black and Milds. Don't mind me, I'm okay. Well, hello, Beth, how are you? Beth from Rekindled Blessings. Okay, so I have these stamps that I did purchase at Hobby Lobby, and I believe they're called Kids Play. Kids Play or Child's Play. They have an uppercase and a lowercase. This is the lowercase. And all I'm doing is putting, thank you, Carolyn. How are you, friend? Love black and tan. That's my favorite. So I'm just putting XO. That's all I'm doing. And ladies, if you're a perfectionist, you're going to need to look away because I am not, and I do like things to be imperfect. So my X's and my O's aren't going to be in a straight line. I'm trying to line them up a little so it doesn't look like I'm in preschool, but I don't go for perfection. Oh, Dale, thank you. Listen, I was drawing a blank, Tammy girl. I did not think about my project until last night. I was out in the woods. I was out in the garage cutting my wood at 9:30. I was just so lost. I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. So I'm going to cut that a little bit more because, and if I wasn't live, I would just take my teeth and rip that. But I will save you guys from seeing me put this in my mouth and rip it. You know how when you cut it too thin, you can't get a hold of it to tear it. So there, we just have X and O's. I'm going to glue that in the center there. I'm not putting a lot of glue. I'm just spreading it around with my nozzle, because I don't want it to be all big and thick and lumpy. Oh, are they? Melissa, 2 of your cousins are swimmers in the Youngstown State? Listen, I am like 10 minutes from Youngstown State University campus. What a small world, huh? Okay, so there's the next phase. We got our little, we'll keep flying by the seat of your pants. Well, thank you, Tammy. Listen, I feel like an hour is so long now because, you know, Tracy gets you conditioned for 45 minutes. So you're like humping and grinding, like trying to get done. So now I'm like, what do I do? Okay, for those of you just coming on, I rusted a bunch of metal last night. So here's just a washer, just a shiny metal washer that I got at the hardware store, because I used to always make door tags. So I have a bunch of washers. Thank you, Sharon. So I rusted it because I wanted it to go with my theme. And we're going to put it around the hole that I drilled into my wood tag that I cut. And I'm going to use some tight bond. I'm going to do half and half. Some tight bond and some hot glue. I use Gorilla Glue and I have literally never had a problem with it coming off. But for some reason, I got the idea to use both, so I'm going to go with it just in case it was a sign. Okay, so that's on. Got all the things happening here. No, I did not cut the hearts out. These are laser cut hearts, and I got them from Anita Knoll at 4N Designs. Oh, you guys, I forgot to grab my bow maker. I've dropped my dryer so many times, I don't even know how it works. Let me grab my Bodabra. We're gonna get some jute. Did you guys see that? Like it just flung across the floor. And I'm not making a gigantic one, I promise. I'm just making a little one because I feel like up at the top of the tag, I just wanted a heart or a bow there. Hi, Barb from Chicken Pickins. How are you, my friend? Girl, your dolls that you make are fabulous. You are so talented. So, so talented. So, anybody who doesn't know, this is a Bodabra. You can get them at Walmart.com. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, which I got mine at Hobby Lobby. They're $19.99. You can get them on Amazon if convenience is what you want, but they are a lot more on Amazon. This is the regular size, not the mini. And I'm just going to make a small bow. In fact, I'm going to shrink it up a little bit here. And I'm going to have some tails hanging because I want it to hang down a little bit into this area. I know some of you people that aren't into the bow thing are probably like, why do these girls put bows on everything? Well, I don't put it on everything, but sometimes it just tells me it wants it. And see, I leave all the strings. This is just a flour sack towel. I think you get a 2-pack at Dollar Tree. And I cut it, you know, I tore it into strips and I baked it with the coffee grunge. And we're just doing like bows like you tie your shoes, you know? Nothing fancy. And I am putting some of the black and tan in it too, because I wanted to have peekaboos of that through to match the tag. I know, I love it. I used to binge watch Sarah back before I had my own page, and I'd run out. I was this person. Don't laugh at me and don't judge me. Everything she'd make, I'd run out and buy the stuff and make it too and post it into her share page, her share group. And I ran and got this at Hobby Lobby for $19.99. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? Okay, we're going to put another black and tan in there and then one more of just the plain. And then we're going to call it good. That's all the bigger I want it, I think. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to put one more, depending. Let me see how it looks after I do this. Still got 15 minutes. Maybe I can show you some crafts that I made. I don't know. I tried to talk and not go too fast, but apparently, I'm not good at that. Excelsior. I take it out of the bag and put it in the Ziploc because it just is easier for me. And I'm not taking very much, you guys. I just like a little bit of the wispy, just to have that peeking out of the bow. Every which way. And if there's too thick of a clump, I just pull it out. I just want a little bit of wispy. And we're going to call that done. Oh my goodness, Edie, are you kidding me? VHS instructions? That's funny. I just took mine out of the box and just learned how to use it from watching her, because I literally binge watched her. Every time she would come on, I was watching. So I didn't need instruction. I just wanted to use it. Okay. So we're just tightening it and tying it off. And when you guys use the coffee grunge to bake your fabric, oh my gosh, when you're using it, it smells so good. If you like coffee and cinnamon, which I love both, so it smells amazing to me. I even put cinnamon in my coffee. You can see it at the bottom. What did you say? Oh, hi, Dee. I didn't even know you were on. Do you put your fabric in so the top fabric is the front bow? I think I put my fabric in backwards. Yes. I think I know what you're asking me, Dee, and yes. My top fabric that I that I put into the bow dabber is my top bow. That's how I do it. And see, you can even see like the little, where the cinnamon and the vanilla like globbed up and is on the fabric. I just love that. And I've almost burned it too before, and I loved the scorch marks. That doesn't bother me at all. And then we're gonna cut, no, I'm not gonna cut it. Remember, I wanted it to hang down. So I'm just going to play with the tails a little bit, put them where they're supposed to be. Sometimes you have to manipulate them. And if you pull too much through, you can always, like, see that's a big loop. So I just go and I pull it back the other way, because it's just the jute that's holding it together. And sometimes if I can't find the one, I'll just take my scissors and go in there and cut it and just have it, not a loop, just like a tail, I guess. But I want all my loops up here, and I want my tails down here. So that's what I'm trying to do. Manipulate them where I want them to be. This needs to come up, and this needs to go down. Okay. I don't like that big one sticking up there like that. So we're gonna move. I do. I use Tracy's mixture. Yes. and I love it. There is literally always milk and coffee grounds in my fridge, and white grape juice for my granddaughter. You know, the necessities. Okay, so then we're just going to glue this up here. I want you to be able to see my washer that I rusted, so I'm taking it to the side a little bit, and it's going to hang down a little bit over that one heart, but it's okay. This is what my vision was, so this is working out good for me. We have that so far. Wow, it's really delayed. Thank you. I cannot believe the delay. I love messy bows too. Okay, I went ahead and I picked out some buttons so I didn't look like a total fool when I was live, because going through buttons is exhausting. And I just have this little plain black button. Thank you, Tammy. We're going to put this in the center. Thanks, Kathy. Thank you, Mel. Thanks, Sandy. And I got some Sweet Annie out because I got this a while back, and I need to use it because it's getting all dry and crumbly, which I'll use it anyway because I love it. But I think I'm going to stick some of this out. I'm going to stick some in the bow. We're going to give it a little more. It smells so good. It smells so, so good. We're going to give it a little more oomph. Just have this sticking out of the bow. Thank you, Trish. I'm glad it turned out, because I'm telling you, I was batting zero. I did not know what to do. Because I feel like I've moved on from Valentine's, so it was hard to get back in that element. You know what I mean? This just gives it a little more earthiness, rusticness. I like primitive. Not super, super primitive, but I do like primitive, and this kind of goes along with that too. We're just gonna glue. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing, you guys. Who loves Sweet Annie, and who doesn't like it? I'm sure there's people that don't like the smell of it. I don't know how, but I'm sure there are. Yes, it's dry. I got mine on Etsy too. If you just go to Etsy and search Sweet Annie, you're going to get a bunch of things come up. And I don't like that that one is losing all its stuff. So let me see. We're going to do another bunch down this way. You know, I only buy Gorilla Hot Glue, but this stick here is really stringy. I don't usually have that many strings. Like, look at, it's like I'm wrapped in it, like I'm a mummy in glue strings. Okay, I think that I want, this is craziness. Look at all these glue strings. I don't always mix Excelsior and Sweet Annie, but I didn't think it was going to matter much today. I think it's going to be okay. And I'm going to put just a little bit on here to fill in this blank spot from this stem, because all my seeds fell off. Okay, those of you that are on here and you know about Sweet Annie, can I start growth with these seeds that fall off? Because if that's the case, your girl's about to have some Sweet Annie in the house. Somebody said save the seeds. Is that true? Okay, who is after me? Debbie from Studio MDAZ. If you swipe over in my description, I have the link to the Crafty Creators community. So there's what we have. Now, what else I'm going to do is take one of my strips of the coffee baked fabric, or the coffee grunge fabric. And I normally do, let me see if this is even going to work. No, I don't think it is. I'm going to have to put it in single. That's okay, Stephanie girl, you're fine. I'm going to do that, honestly. And then I'm going to tie it, and I'm just going to let it fall. I think I might just use this as a setter, but if you wanted to hang your tag, you could, you know, put your little ribbon in like this and put a sawtooth on the back or something like that. But I'm just going to let this hang like this, let it droop in all its natural beauty. Okay, guys, here we go. This is what we have. Thanks, Pam. Thank you, Phyllis. Thanks, Roxanne. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie, kind of like it. Yeah, me too, Kathy. Thank you for sprinkling, Michelle. So this all just started with a piece of wood that I had out there and some research on Pinterest. Like the one that they did, they had like, I don't know if it was decoupage paper, rice paper. It was all in the French, you know, the cursive writing, and they had different things on it and a completely different heart. But that sparked my imagination, and this is what we ended up with. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Denny. I think I'm going to try it, Denny. Thank you, Lisa Ann. Thanks, Susan. Thanks, Linda. Thank you, Trish. I kind of like it. So this is for the Love event hosted by Crafty Peep. Tammy is an amazing woman. She's very kind. She's a Craft Around the Clock sister, and she really does host some amazing events. Today's lineup is very, very good. You guys can stay all in one place if you swipe over to the left in my description. I'm sorry, to the right. There's the link for the Crafty Creators community. And after each person is done, just like in Craft Around the Clock or any other group, you exit out of that presenter and you swipe down, and the next one, once they get them shared in there, is up. So you don't have to go all over the place. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you, Armenta. What's your first name? I forget. I was in an event with you. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Mama Bev. Or you can hang it. You can do whatever you want with it. You kind of have to put it against something unless you figure out a way to put your fabric on. Thank you guys all so much for being here, for joining me, for sprinkling. Sprinkle it out. I need my minutes. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm going to do it in containers because I heard it's very invasive. Thank you, Lisette. Thank you, Vivian. It smells good between the coffee and the Sweet Annie. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Dee. RC Rustic Creations. Thank you so much, Dana. And I love that name, so I should remember it. Thank you, Dana. Thanks, Phyllis. Thanks, Lisette. Okay, you guys, we have 2 minutes. Grows large. Yeah. Thanks, Jan. Thanks, Rose. I kind of like it myself. I don't usually toot my own horn. I can't even talk, but I do like this. It turned out good. Thank you, Diane, for sprinkling. Thank you for sprinkling. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I will take a picture and I'll post it on my page. If you guys think that you like my style, go ahead and give me a follow. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you for all the hearts. You guys are the best. Thanks, Mary Beth. I don't know what's going on with his mouth, but it's not working properly. Okay, so let me see. We have what, 2 minutes? 1 minute. You guys stay in Crafty Creators community and see what Debbie from Studio MDAZ, she always comes up with a lot of good ideas. That is one very talented lady. There's a great lineup. Toot your horn, girl. Stephanie. Toot, toot. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think that'd be pretty too, like if you used a doily. I don't have any doilies. Thanks, Joan. Oh, thank you, Trish. You're very kind. Oh, thanks, Debbie. You guys are so sweet. I think it would kind of be cute to incorporate some type of doily in here too, but that's one thing I don't have, and I need to start looking for those. But anyway, okay, 11:59, you can stay in, refresh. Thank you, Trish. You guys are amazing. I'm telling you, the mouth is not working today. Thank God the hands did and the brain, because the mouth is not working so good. And thanks, Patty. Good Lord. Okay, guys, have a great day. Go watch Debbie at Studio MDAZ. Love y'all. Bye.